Alright, waiting for some more people to join. A little Cardi B for some background music. So I'm gonna do a Valentine's Day kind of look, I guess, like for a date night. So I don't know if it's the last, yeah, I think the last picture I posted on my page was this look. So I'm gonna recreate it tonight, as close as possible. I think I remember everything I did. All right. So I already put foundation on and filled in my eyebrows. Did that kind of quick because it takes too long. So this is the palette that I used. Chasing Rainbows. And it's by ColourPop Cosmetics. And their palettes are not very expensive. But this is a pretty palette just to like start off with. If you want a little color and a little neutral, they have good colors. So let's start. All right, so first I'm gonna use, let me see, what did I do? I gotta remember. I did this quick because I was on a time crunch. Imagine that. All right, so first I'm gonna use, I think, this color. And I'm probably gonna mix these three for like my crease color. So the colors are kind of like a rust color, kind of like a brown and like a plummy color. So I just want like a soft pink. Hey girl, hey. And I'm using a fluffy brush to do the crease color. The only thing I have on my eyelid is my foundation. So we're gonna start. These blend really easy, so you don't have to work too hard. So first I'm doing the more rust color, this one. Okay. And I'm looking in the mirror so I can't look straight, so I'm looking in the mirror this way. Okay. So right where I kind of have a natural dark crease right there. So that's where you're gonna put the dark color, like where your eye naturally has a crease and a shadow. And you see how nice that blends? So you just go back and forth. It's not any real trick in doing it. When you have a good eyeshadow, it helps. So I'm gonna do, that color was called Feeling It, so I'm gonna do Realness. I'm kind of going all the way over and do the same to the other eye. I'm doing this a little backwards because usually I would do my concealer and stuff. I'm going to do it after. Just in case I have any fallout from the eyeshadow and it creates like some dark shadow under there. I don't want it to look muddy. I want it to look clean. Oh, and I'm going to use the new Fenty concealer, which I absolutely love. It's here somewhere. So my Fenty concealer color I'm using is 390. My foundation is 420 in the Fenty. Not gonna lie, I don't have Fenty on right now, but I will next time. All right, So, back to this eye. Do y'all like the Fenty concealers? If you don't, you really should get it. What's your color? I don't remember what your color is. It is everything, right? Like, I was like, this is the concealer I've been waiting for because it doesn't crease. It's awesome. Amara, I don't remember what your color is. Were you like a 360? Were you maybe? I think you were. I'm not sure. So when you do your eyeshadow, you know, you're looking in the mirror. Don't be so close to the mirror because you can't really see what you're doing. Like, you can't see if it's blended. So you're 350 in the foundation. Okay. So if you want a little bit lighter, then you want to do the same undertone, but go like a shade or two lighter in the concealer so that you get the highlight. And that'll be your concealer color for the Fenty. Okay? Yeah, no creases. It is phenomenal. I love it. I gotta go get some more. Alright, so I put the crease colors on, so I'm standing away so I can like look and see if everything looks blended, right? You gotta do that or else you can't really tell. Like, you gotta just stand back a little bit, okay? Alright, I'm gonna do a little more. Alright. So then I'm gonna use, yeah, you're gonna ask me again. Okay. Okay, it is, I know, it's good, right, Tanya? I love it. Alright, so now for the lid color is a pink. And this is a really nice soft pink. It's called Woke. Okay? So this is it right here. Okay? So now I'm using a flat brush. The other brush I was using was fluffy. I'm using a flatter brush. And to make sure that the eyeshadow touches the bottom of my lid, I guess I would say, yeah. I hold the brush this way. Place it just like this. So that there's no gap where your lashes are and the eyeshadow. See, make sure eye pop already. And then I go the regular way. And I'm just kind of like pressing and patting the color on. So it's almost like I'm creating like a cut crease, but because the pink is really soft, it's not going to be dramatic looking. And I'm going to go a little bit more in here. And just brightens the inside of your eye a little bit more. I think I actually did put a lighter color, so I'm going to do that too. Alright, so that's one eye. So I'm going to go back in with the darker shade to blend more. And I'm going to do the same to the other eye. So I'm really packing the color on because it's really light. But it's going to look softer once you blend everything. Okay. So I'm going back with the fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into fill in it again. So that was like the rust color. And I'm going to soften this up in here. So there's not like an actual line, it just kind of like blends better. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of the Keep Cool, so that's the plum color right here. And I'm putting it on the outside and pulling it in a little bit. Same on the other side. Okay. So then I'm going to take a little of this color, is called Wiggles. And this is like an eggshell color, like a pale pinky buff kind of color. Thank you. And I'm going to put this in the center a little, just like that. It'll just make your eyes pop a little more. Okay. Now, these colors are not, these shades are not the same color, but what I'll do sometimes just to soften everything is I'll take that same lid color and go over my whole eye and just kind of like pat the color on so it just blends out better. So that's what I'm gonna do, like lightly. So you still have the brightness, but it just, you see how it just softened out a little bit more, you know? Now, what I do when I want my under my brow to not look bright, like I want to see this doesn't look as blended, I usually will take my powder that I use for my face. So whatever your complexion color is, you use your pressed powder or loose powder and use that to blend that out. So it's just going to soften under here. So when I did my eyebrows, I used the Fenty concealer and I just cleaned up because I like my eyebrows a little more cleaner, structured looking. So I cleaned up under my brows with the Fenty concealer, so that's why it looks like this. But if you want to soften that and you don't want it to look so obvious, then you're going to use your powder that's used for your face. So I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Loose Powder, which is awesome. And I'm using nutmeg. So I'm using that. I put some in the top, a little too much, but. So I'm using a brush, fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna go right under my brow. Yeah, nice little tip, right? And I'm just gonna soften it a little bit. And it also will blend out that color. So if you feel like you're not good with doing a crease color and it looks too strong, you want to use the same color as your foundation, like your powder, your pressed powder or loose powder, and you're going to use it to blend your eyes. And you could use that almost as an eyeshadow too. So when it looks pretty blended, then you're good. So that looks good to me. So do the same on this side. And you can go up into like close to your brow because you want to soften that color out, you know. And then if you feel like you took too much of the color away, you just go back in with whatever's left on the brush and just go over that like softly. And then that's that. Okay. Alright, so that's it for the eyes. That wasn't too bad, right? It wasn't too complicated. Okay. So think we're gonna just do this pencil and I'll do a liquid after. Alright, so I don't touch my face. I usually, so if you don't, like if you put concealer on under here and you don't want it to like move, or if you put powder and you don't want to disturb your makeup, use a big puff, like a powder puff. Put it under your eye if you're doing eyeliner or something. And this way you're not touching your face and making marks on it, because then it'll show. So I'm gonna put this here and hold it and do my eyeliner. I'll do this eye first just so you guys can see. And I get kind of close because I'm blind. And I pull my eye out a little. I like this pencil. I think this is by Pacifica, but whatever black eyeliner is good.
Reminding you to make a playoff run. Whether it's wings, ribs, dips, or chips, we've got you covered. So come in to Stop and Shop, stock up, and take it to the house.
Okay. That's one eye. I do the next side. I can do pencil eyeliner a lot faster than anything else. Because it doesn't move on you. Okay. Hey, girl. All right. So that is that. I think I did eyeliner on the bottom very lightly. So I'll do a little on the bottom. Make sure if you do your eyeliner, make sure this is connected. The bottom and the top is connected. If you have smaller eyes, sometimes you might not want to go all the way in. So you want to go like maybe to like here or so, but like make it fade. Don't let it just be like a drastic line. Yeah. So I'm doing it lightly because this is not super dramatic or anything. Okay. All right, that's that. I did do some mascara. I didn't put lashes on. I didn't have lashes on for that look because that takes too long sometimes. And I just don't have time to do all that. So whatever mascara you want to use, you can use. So this is Tarte I'm going to use. Hey, Melinty. So when you use your mascara, I hope you guys aren't doing this because you're drying out your mascara. That's why you can't get it to go on right. So don't do that. Alright, so stick it in, take it out. It's already encased in it. That's all you got to do. Alright? And then I take it and wiggle. Just wiggle as you go. Bottom to top. And you're separating your lashes as you're doing it. This mascara is almost to the bottom, so it's kind of thick. You might be sensitive to it if your eyes are tearing, because sometimes this eye will tear when I put eyeliner on or something. I should probably pay attention to which one. So pay attention to which products you're using, that's probably why your eye's tearing. You might be, something in it is irritating you. Because it doesn't happen to me all the time. So you do the same. Wiggle as you go up. And I usually take, like, if there's like excess on the tip of the brush, I take it and go like this and just wipe it off. Okay. That's exactly why your mascara is always dry. Yeah, what you're doing when you do that is you're pushing air into the tube, so it's drying it out. So stop doing that. All right. Okay. All right. Now listen, I didn't clean. Hey, Doreen. I didn't clean my brushes because I was trying to do this real fast for y'all. Cause yeah, I love you. So my stuff is a little dirty, and that's just what it's gonna be. Okay. So all right, let's do some concealer. So I'm going to show you how this is gonna work. So make sure your foundation is nice and evened out. So your eye makeup is all done. And I'm just gonna lightly just kind of go over. Now I get oily usually, but I ain't going away tonight, so I'm just doing this right now. So I'm just lightly going over everything just to make sure it's all blended. Okay. Something's in my eye. All right. Yeah, I know. So you should probably do your mascara first and then do your highlight. Make sure you don't put highlight on it after. Then it should be a little easier for you to lightly go over it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do my eyes first just because everything looks cleaner underneath. That's why people are like, they can't get the look that they want because they're rushing and doing everything. Like, everything is a step, is a process. I'm sorry, it's hard to cut things down. It doesn't work like that all the time. All right, so anyway, I'm taking my Fenty concealer, and this is $3.90. And I want to say this is, the undertone in this is warm. Now, if you want it a little brighter, you can knock yourself out. Hey, my boo, how you doing? All right. So now I have a little, I can't do it right now. I got a crease on my forehead somewhere. So we're gonna put it to the test and see if it works too. What's up? All right. I'll put a little on my chin. All right. So that's it. Now I know you see videos and girls got it all the way everywhere. That's too much. You don't gotta do all that. Promise you don't. Okay. All right. So I'm using my dirty blender. Okay. Yeah. And this blends so seamlessly. It's crazy. I'm like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. It's crazy. Look at that. I didn't even do that much. And it's just blending itself out. You need so much attention. Hey, my boo, Marcia. Like, look how perfect that blended out. I'm telling you, when I first put this on, I was like, wow. And I'm going all the way under my eye. And I have creases under my eyes, but it doesn't move, honestly. Like, it looks really good. So look how great that blended out. And my eye is so much brighter now. I'm so silly. I can't. My besties acting up right now. I know, Amara, I'm telling you, this concealer is the bomb. Like, I'm not doing much, and it's blending out perfectly. It's crazy. Like, you don't see, usually when you put your concealer, you see a crazy line under there because you gotta blend like crazy. You don't really gotta do that with this one. Like, listen, Rihanna got these companies shook, because if you notice, a lot of these companies are coming out with better products now, and they're extending their range and colors because they didn't have all these shades. I can't deal with you right now. Whatever your foundation color is, you're gonna go about 2 shades lighter. Make sure you do the same undertone. So if your foundation shade is warm, you're gonna still do warm, but 2 shades lighter than the color you are. So the numbers are like, what is it? I think it's like 100 to 400 or 500. This is the Fenty concealer, which is amazing. You gotta get some, Noreen. And I think it's perfect for someone who doesn't even know how to blend and all that stuff, because you don't gotta work that hard. I mean, I'm just dabbing. I'm not really doing nothing crazy. You know what I mean? So just dab, and it just blends into your skin. Like, look how bright and even that looks already, right? Make sure you go over your forehead so you get that flawless. Look at this. This looks crazy. I love it. Alright, so I feel like this is good. Now, the one thing I always do is I put powder over this. I know. So I'm using the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. It's like a banana powder, but this one works really well. So I feel like I can put this on and leave it under, and it doesn't look crazy underneath my eyes. A little closer so you can see my skin. Oh, and I'll take a little bit, like if you want to give yourself a little cheekbone action. So whatever excess is on your sponge, take it, and my cheeks are just big, so you can already see where I'm gonna put it. So you're gonna go right under your cheek, right? And it just kind of like gives you a reverse contour. So you don't gotta really do too much. Okay. Alright, so anyway, after you do your concealer, and make sure you do right after your concealer, make sure you blend it. Don't ever let it sit. You gotta make sure you blend it, because that's how it's gonna stay. Oh, that's yours? I was like, why do I have 2 of these? Okay. Well, it's here. It ain't going nowhere. Alright, so I'm gonna dip it in the powder. And I always do what you gotta do to get it under here. This is what I do, okay? So I look down and put it under like that. Okay. And I kind of pinch my sponge a little bit, dab it on my nose and my forehead. Okay. Like, I don't go too crazy with putting it on my forehead because I don't want it to look white. But this gives a nice, smooth look under your eyes and on your forehead. Now I try to blend this out as much as I can. Okay. I'll go over my nose. And everything you did, you go right back over and do the same thing, okay? I'm just making sure I'm using the other side of my sponge. I think it's just the products I'm using. I'm using the other side of the sponge just to blend everything. And I go over my lips. If you ever want, sometimes when you put lip color on, it doesn't look like nice and clean. Just go over your lips with your powder lightly. And that way it looks nice and clean, okay? All right. So now I'm gonna take a bigger brush and I'm gonna use the Fenty powder. And I'm just gonna go over everything just to blend it. So when you dip the powder, because this is loose powder, you can't put this on like this. Like I dipped it in once. See all that's coming off? Shake some of that off. And then you can go and apply, okay? So and I just do it in a circle and I'm just blending it out, all right? I pat under my eyes just in case you didn't, in case any spot didn't dry completely, you don't get any streaks because that won't look good, right? All right, so that's how you get a nice, even, flawless look, right? Now I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit. And I don't use a bunch of expensive stuff all the time. Whatever works, works. I don't really care. But this works for me. So I'm using a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. So this is like a, you can use this as like a bronzer or a contour color. For things that you don't use a lot of, buy something that's cheaper. Because you're going to go through it. It's going to take you a while to go through it. You buy something that's $60 and you be like, take forever to go through it. You feel like it's not worth it. Like, because you can get the same look with something cheaper. And they're making products like drugstore products so much better these days, so you could definitely get away with it. Now, depending on your complexion, you might not be able to do exactly how I'm doing right now, but you get the idea. Okay. And then I take another brush, bigger brush, go into my cheeks. And you're gonna go up into your hairline so that that doesn't look crazy. Good. Okay. I'll go under my jawline a little bit. All right. That's that. Now a little highlight. Don't use a really big brush when you're doing your highlighter because it's gonna go everywhere. One of my favorite highlighters is by Maybelline. These highlighters are the bomb. I don't care what nobody say. So I'm taking this brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. These brushes are $3, so you should get yourself one. And I'm taking it and I'm gonna put it right at the top of my cheeks. Okay? I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more. Now I usually take it and go over my forehead lightly. Just makes your skin look how glowy and dewy it looks, right? Makes you look like you have perfectly beautiful skin, right? Do a little on my chin. And I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm dipping in the highlighter again. I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose. And the tip of my nose. And you don't have to do this, but I do it because I like it. Just helps so your skin doesn't look so dry looking, you know? Especially if you have dry skin, I think it's a good thing. Alright, so it looks like I have like a natural like glow to my skin, right? And what else did we forget? I haven't been wearing blush, so I'm not gonna put blush on. So I don't have the exact color lipstick that I put on, but this is pretty close. So this is NYX. It's a liquid lipstick. It's really pink. So we're gonna do that. Alright. So I'm gonna use a little bit of, so this is going to be I'm using a brow pencil because I can't find, I know Auntie is mad late. I'm gonna use my brow pencil for my lip liner real quick. But I'm gonna do it really lightly to line my lips. See? So if you do that, just make sure you have a light line so you don't look like, you know, back in the 90s, which was a great time because, you know, I love it. But we did it with like really dark liners. It was kind of out of control. I'm done with you. So, another little tip. Use your finger to blend your lip color out, especially if it's something bright. Okay? So you just want like a hint of color, you know, nothing crazy. So now I'm going to use a little gloss. Now, if you don't want any shine, you can stop right here. You don't have to do anything else. But if you do want a little shine, then you're going to put like a clear gloss on. This is by ColourPop. I think this color is called Neat Freak. This is by this is the Makeup Shayla and ColourPop collab that came out.
It sounds crazy to try and squeeze a little something extra into your busy schedule, but I guarantee once you have a 3-day, you won't be satisfied by 2 ever again. And with Hotel Tonight's
just put a little bit of that on.
deals, you can make any weekend a 3-day.
And then that's
Book yours
that.
at Hotel Tonight.
So, since I know a lot of people don't know how to curl their hair, I'm going to give you a little hair tutorial too. Alright. I don't got no brush or nothing with me. Because I forgot that. But I did brush my hair out. So we're gonna try to do this the best that I can without having to get up. Thanks, Donnell. Alright. So your look is coming together, right? Now you just want some curls. Just to make you a little more sexy, you know? And this is going to be a cute look for your, you know, Valentine's Day or something, because it's coming up. I'm going to tell you, ladies, like a little tip. If you don't like flowers and all that stuff, you better start liking it. Because if you end up married and you've been telling your boyfriend who turns into your husband that you don't like flowers, one day you're going to want flowers. You're going to be 50, and guess what? He ain't going to get it for you because you said you never liked it. So always say you like the things that you think you don't like. Because one day you're going to want a little extra attention. And he's going to be like, but you don't like that stuff. I got everybody's hair on today, honestly. I got so many claims. I got y'all. I'm working on some things. I got y'all, promise. Alright. So, I'm going to show y'all again how I did this. Okay, we'll wave. So you hold the curling iron. This part, Has to be on the outside. And I always curl the front back. Hey, Stacy. So, front. See where the clamp is? And then you curl it back. And another tip, if you want a wave, the bigger the curling iron is, the more of a wave you're gonna get. No, listen, Doreen, I know you are very frugal, but listen, when you turn 50 and you're like, you know, my husband never buys me flowers or nice things and blah, 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 you're gonna wish he bought you some flowers. So just take it now. Like, it's a token of affection. He thinks he's doing something big for you. Let him do it, okay? Some people don't even get a kiss. You deserve flowers. A lot of people don't know how to curl their hair. You kidding me? Alright, so this is probably going to confuse some people, but so you can curl this way too, but I'm going to curl it opposite, this way. Just make sure you don't burn yourself, and if I burn myself on this live, oh Lord, y'all better not laugh. I know it dies, but your love doesn't die. All right. So there you go. Now, this hair holds a curl pretty good. So you just take your fingers and run it through. And you got a nice little wave, you know? So I'm gonna do it on this side. I'm just, you know, some beach curls for your trip. You know, you're either gonna buy some beach curl hair or you're gonna curl it yourself. So when you, I have to show, I don't know if I can show y'all here because it's gonna be a little hard. If you don't want your curls to clump together, you're gonna curl in the opposite direction. So in order for these not to clump, like these are all going in the same direction, right? If you don't want it to clump, I curl this back, you curl this one forward. The top is always curled back, okay? I'll show y'all though. So I'm gonna curl this way. This is how you really get a nice wave so that all the curls aren't like clumped together. Okay. So this is going to be easier for me to do this way. I'm just going to curl it this way. Alright. I usually hold the bottom of the curl just to guide it, because sometimes it goes down in this part and it's not curling nothing. I know, super hot, right? Instant curls, okay? So when you get this right here, then that means that you did it right? It's even. Okay, so I let it chill for a little bit and then I'll run my fingers through. So you see how this is not clumping in with this one? So that's if you want to get the wave. You get a little more body if they're all coming out like that. But just give you options, you know what I mean? You're not going to curl the whole back because like I said, I ain't going nowhere. But you guys get the idea, right? So this is it. Oh, another little little tip. If you have flyaways on top of your hair, take some hairspray, spray it in your hand. Your phone died. Take some hairspray, spray it in your hands, and while your hands are still wet with the hairspray, and go like this, and it'll get rid of the flyaways. And then I'll take my flat iron and go over the top, just like this. Flat iron or curling iron, whichever you're using. And don't burn your forehead, please. Okay, just to flatten all that out. All right, and you are ready for your date night. Okay, all right. So that's it. I don't know if you guys have any questions about anything, but I am done. I got nothing else. I did everything I could. You can put some blush on if you want to. You want to clean your nose ring off a little bit. Thank you. And that's it. But this is, you can wear this for work too, honestly. It's a nice soft look. Yeah. Thank you, girl. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else you want to know? But look at this concealer. It's not going nowhere. I am obsessed with this concealer. Like, honestly, this is the best thing ever. Like, it's not creasing. See this? So nice. Alright, so y'all have any questions? I'm gonna save this, hopefully, and you can refer back to it so you can look at it again. Stacy, you missed it. It's the Fenty concealer. I know you don't wear much foundation, but you could wear this. I'm gonna do another video another time and show you guys like a quick way that I'll do my makeup with just doing concealer and powder. I think the concealer's $20-something. I can't remember the price. Yeah, but I'll do another video because I know a lot of you don't go through this whole process. But I'll do another video. I'm gonna try to do it in a short amount of time. Y'all know I don't do nothing fast, so I can't promise you. But I'll do another video with like just concealer. Yeah, I'll definitely try to save you if I push that button quick enough. So you can see how to do some quick makeup. If you just have concealer and powder, some eyeliner, mascara, you'll be good. I know you've been asking for it for a minute, Stacy. I know. I had the energy today. Under 10 minutes is pushing it. Like, you're gonna have to give me like 15, 20. I'm gonna try though. Matter of fact, when I do it, I'm gonna have y'all time me. It's gonna be stressful. I'm gonna have y'all time me, and then we'll see how fast I can actually pull this off. But the only way it's gonna work is if I fill up my eyebrows and stuff first. Shut up, D. You don't know me. But alright, so that's it. I'm signing off. Thank y'all for watching. It was fun as usual. And I will see you in my next live. Shut up. Alright, I love y'all. Bye.